Good morning and welcome to another episode of the JAZ. We have some Disney news to talk about today. Some new information about the parks, and so I'm just going to let y'all know what's going on. Okay, so some of the information that I've got is not directly related to Disney World Orlando, but it is related just Disney in general. So I'll go ahead and get that news out of the way. So in Paris, they have opened up, or not opened up yet, but are planning to open up a new FastPass system. And so pretty much how it works is, if I understand it correctly, if you go up to a ride and you see that it's a long wait and you don't want to wait for it, you can go on your app and buy a FastPass for it right there. So free FastPasses are not coming back to Paris. I don't know if they will be coming to Orlando or to California, because California used to have paper FastPasses. Like recently still had paper FastPass. And we had the Magic Band in online, which we don't know if that's coming back yet. But I think if this goes well in Paris, this kind of like a test, it could come to Florida. So this is kind of what I'm telling y'all. This is just because it's kind of an update on FastPasses in general. So you go up there and you see it's an hour-long wait, and let's say you pay for that FastPass, and so you're put right in the front of the line, just like a FastPass would be. And so you go past to the front of the line, ride the attraction. Okay, so that's the FastPass system. Now the standby line, let's say they're doing this thing where they're only going to let the line get so long until they cut it off. So let's say that they let the rides get up to an hour-long wait, and that's just totally hypothetical. I don't know if they haven't announced the number that they're actually going to let the lines get to, but let's just say that they let the lines get to an hour-long wait, and then once it gets to an hour-long wait, they're going to shut the line off. And if I came up to the line after the hour-long wait, and after the line was shut off, they would give me a return time to come and wait for the attraction. So it's like, while I'm doing stuff at the in the park, that line's going to be going down. So let's say it's a 60-minute wait. They give me, it's 12 o'clock, it's a 60-minute wait. I show up, they give me a return time for 12:45. When I get back, that line's going to be a 30 or 15-minute wait. And then I get in line, and then they'll reopen the line, and you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I understand it, and I'm just telling you that because there is a possibility that could come to Orlando, but there is no confirmation or even rumors about that coming to Florida yet. So that is one thing that is new. Another thing that is new, there are 2 after-hours parties going on this year that are different than normal. The Mickey's, it's not the normal Mickey's Christmas party. I don't know the exact name of it. I think it's called something like Mickey's Happiest Christmas Celebration or something like that. And then the next thing, well, that's second. Actually, what's first is called Mickey's Boo Bash. And that's like a replacement for the Not So Scary Halloween. And then the second one's a replacement for Mickey's Christmas party. So they are, I only think they're 4-hour events, and so they're shortened than what has been in the past. At the Boo Bash, there will not be fireworks, but there will be special cavalcades themed to Halloween and to and like specific characters that you don't normally get to see in the parks. They'll be on cavalcades. But the Christmas party will have fireworks, but no cavalcades. So if you want fireworks, you go to the Christmas one. If you want a cavalcade, you go to the Halloween one. So there's no party that actually will have like a parade and a fireworks show, which seems odd, but what some people are saying is, since it's only a 4-hour ticketed event, if you do fireworks, and that takes an hour, and then let's just say you wanted to watch the cavalcades, that takes an hour. You only have 2 hours in the park to ride stuff. And there'll be 20 to 25 attractions open at these parties, and the line should be shortened because it's a ticketed event and the crowds should be smaller. The prices for the Halloween Boot Bash are out, and it ranges from $160 to $200 depending on what night you go. And I don't know the exact dates that it's running, but I will make sure to get that to y'all sometime in this video. But the prices for the Christmas party are not out yet, but I assume it's going to be something around $160 to $200 depending on the day you go, similar to the Boot Bash. So that is just 2 of the after hours events that they've announced for this year. I do know that the Boot Bash starts in August, and it ends, well, Halloween's like October 31st is the last night. I don't know the starting date, but I'm pretty sure the Christmas party starts November 16th and ends December 30th. But I'll make sure on those dates and let y'all know, because I'm not exactly positive. So those are just 2 after-hour events that I was going to let y'all know about. Okay, so another bit of information regarding the other 3 parks. So the Halloween and the Christmas party, I didn't mention this, but I just assumed y'all knew, which I probably shouldn't have just assumed stuff. But that takes place at Magic Kingdom. So they have announced that the Season's Greetings thing that happens at Hollywood Boulevard, the projections on the Tower of Terror, that will be happening again this year. Tree of Life Awakenings will be happening this year, so that's when they project onto the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. And I'm not sure if they're doing that at night right now, because the parks aren't open. So, well, Animal Kingdom's closes earliest out of all 4 of the parks right now, so I don't know if it's dark enough when they actually close. But they are going to be doing a Christmas overlay of that. And then Epcot's also going to be doing the Christmas festival that they do. So it's like the storytelling festival. Well, that's like the theme. There's different Santas, not themes to the country, but like each country's version of Santa is at that country. So there's a Germany version, Italian version, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And there'll also be a variety of different foods that you can pick, and you can special food items at that event, which it's not special ticketed. All 3 of those parks, you get to experience that stuff with your normal park ticket. The only special ticketed event for Christmas is the Mickey Christmas party. So all that's Christmas information. If you want to go to do that, you should probably start looking at your tickets pretty soon so it doesn't sell out. Tickets do go on sale next month, so August, you need to start looking for that. I think the Boot Bash tickets are available now, so if you want to go to the Boot Bash, you should check that out. So that's just a little information about the other 3 parks and what Christmas things they're going to have going on. Like I said in the video before this one, I watched the Tim Tracker a lot, and he just went to Disney, and I have to rely on some other Disney YouTubers to give me information on like what updates have happened to what park, because I can't go all the time just like they do, just because we don't live in Florida and stuff like that. So he rode Jungle Cruise 2 days ago, and there are new animatronics to that. The ones up the pole, climbing up the pole, those new animatronics. There's some new scenes added to that, but it's not completely finished yet. And he was wondering when they're going to start, using the new script for the skippers to use, because the skippers are rumored to have a bigger presence in the script than they do now. Instead of just the corny jokes here and there, it'll be some corny jokes and a larger presence, larger, not presentation, but performance by the skippers. So he was wondering when they're going to start using that script, and I'm thinking it's going to be after Christmas, after they do the Jingle Cruise. They do an overlay for Christmas, and I'm thinking they're going to keep the normal Jungle Cruise script that we know, and then they're going to use the normal Jingle Cruise script that they've been using forever, and then after that they'll switch it over to the new script, is what I'm thinking, because I just feel like it'd be a lot of back and forth to switch to the new script, switch to Jingle Cruise, and then have 3 switches instead of just 2 this year. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'll be 3 switches this year if they do the new script, then Jingle Cruise, and if they just do the normal script, then Jingle Cruise, it'll be 2 switches, and then next year they'll be starting it. And if they don't do that, then they'll probably start the new script in October when the 50th anniversary starts. But I feel like waiting until next year is just a better idea. That's just my opinion. Some extra information, some other stuff that I've been researching about, just trying to get y'all the inside scoop on everything I can. So this is some stuff regarding resorts and what resorts are reopening and stuff like that. So this month, they're already open this month, but just letting y'all know, so if you haven't checked out the app or checked out online, the resorts that have reopened that were closed are the Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Boardwalk, and the Polynesian. The Polynesian is still going it's still under construction on their monorail station, so the monorail is closed at that resort. So if you are wanting to stay at a monorail resort, just keep that in mind, that the monorail is not running to the Polynesian right now. So that is a little information on what resorts have reopened. Some resorts that are going through some renovations and updates are Saratoga Springs and Old Key West. Those started in June, so those are still underway. More updates regarding the 50th anniversary. So starting October 1st is when the celebration starts, and some information about it is, if you are a select Disney resort, if you're staying at a Disney resort, so if you're a guest on property, you will be able to, the way I understand it, it's similar to Magic Hours, but it's select attractions you can get into early before anyone else, which is kind of how Magic Hours used to work before COVID. It was like half the park would be open. So, just for example, if you're at Magic Kingdom, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, that area would be open, but Adventureland and Frontier would be closed until the opening of the park. So the way I understand it is that is how it's going to work. So you get select attractions open, but it may be to where it's Big Thunder Mountain and Space Mountain. It may not be where each land is open. It may just be selected attractions, like e-ticket attractions like that have high demand for a long wait. So if you're staying at a Disney resort in October, that's when that's going to be starting. And then if you are staying at a Disney Deluxe resort starting October 1st, you will get that availability to go early to the park, and you'll also get the chance to go late to the parks. So select Disney resorts and select Disney Deluxe resorts and select Disney Deluxe villas are allowed. They will have the chance to go like after hours, like extra Magic Hours, but after the park it's closed. So that is some updates regarding the times the parks are going to be open, because I know a lot of people right now, like us, for example, we're wondering if the parks are going to be closing early for our trip, because they were Magic Kingdom's been open to 11 the past couple of weeks, and then it's going to go down to 10 o'clock, and then it goes back down to 9 o'clock when we're there. So we don't know if it's going to reopen to be open later, or if it's going to stay right there. So it may be staying at 9 o'clock so that the after hours events and stuff like that, starting in October, will not be running so late. So I don't know if that will affect the way that they decide to extend park hours or not. Something that everyone has been kind of wondering about, and what Disney's kind of been hinting at, is the return of the Disney dining plan. So that is a big thing that we used to get almost every time we went, just because it made the dining experience so much easier, just because you would pay in advance for this dining plan. And if you don't know what the dining plan is, you can go to our our character dining video, and we kind of explain it. But just a brief summary of what the dining plan is you get a sit down a day, a counter a day, and I believe it's a snack a day. So that is, it may be 2 snacks a day, I don't really remember, but like you would pay for that in advance, and then it's kind of like credits you use throughout the trip. So there is rumors of that coming back. Disney's come out and said that it's a fan favorite, and that they want to bring it back for us. So that's just a little update on what the dining plan has in store for us. Regarding the Disney Magical Express, which if you don't know what that is, it's if you fly to Disney, they will give you a transportation system to get to the resort if you were staying on Disney property. So in the past, they would send a confirmation of your reservation of your bus or whatever to you. That was in the past, but now you're actually going to have to do that yourself and go to utilize your Magic Band or your pass and use the app to actually confirm that you'll be there yourself. You'll actually confirm it yourself instead of them sending you a confirmation to you. So that's something new if you're planning on flying that you just need to know about, so you don't forget to confirm your stay, and you don't have transportation when you get there because you just didn't know that you needed to do that. We are going to Ezekiels House to hang out for a little bit, and we're going to talk some Disney there. And since he hasn't been in a video in a long time, I'm going to let him do some of the talking so y'all can have a fresh face, since he hasn't been in a video in a long time. So we're going to head there now. So look what we found, guys.
We're back. It's like I never left.
It's been a while since
It has been a long time, actually. Really long time.
I don't know if it is because I was over in Tennessee.
Well, I hope you can hear me right there. But if you could, it's been a while. Nice to be back. It's a beautiful day here in North Carolina.
It is nice. But we were just talking about what I was telling y'all earlier about the deluxe resorts in October having something like magic hours before and after value just being before, and Ezekiel didn't like that too.
No, yeah, I was like, it seems kind of messed up for people that are, just kind of like, don't really have much money. They're saving up the whole year to go on the trip, or a couple years, and then, you get there and then you're like, you get penalized almost, because like they've got a lot of money, so they're obviously staying to the deluxe, and so they get a little bit more perks. Yeah, a little bit more perks and stuff like that. But that's the only reason I didn't like about it.
I get it if the parks close at 11, and then they get magic hours from 11 to 1 in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
if they're closing the parks at 9, so they can have it from 9 to 12, then that's messed up.
Yeah. Because that is it. Most parks are 9, 7. Animal just a little bit earlier, kind of back to original hours now. But yeah, I don't know. That seems a little biased to me.
But in December they're starting they're going to it'll be like darker in December.
Yeah.
It'll get darker quicker, but still, like 7 o'clock, there's no way.
Oh, and another thing, I don't know if you had said this already, but I'd seen that they're not going to be bringing back, I don't know if y'all remember, the kind of looked like Disney, like lights on the castle, or like looked like it almost like snowed. Okay, it looks like, you know what I mean, like kind of like crystals on the.
It's like icicles.
Like icicles, basically.
Lights.
Yeah. So I mean, it looked like it was for Christmas, and looked like it snowed on them. Anyway, they are not bringing that back this year. I don't know if it's for the 50th or because they already have decorations on it, but they're going to do projections and kind of like Christmas fight or whatever you want to call it, make it look like Christmas. But they're not going to have those lights. So I was like, well, that's kind of a bummer, because I mean, most of the time that's what it is every single year. So you kind of get the cool effect of that if you go around November, Christmas time.
Yeah, I think it's just because they already got stuff on it.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're going to get some food. Just it's about that time.
Summertime.
I think we're going to East Coast Wings. They probably don't have that for it.
I don't think they do. I don't think I've seen East Coast Wings.
I have no idea. I mean, they're probably different.
But you got some good things like hurricanes.
Hurricanes is like the best burger I've ever had. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm dead serious. 100% serious. You need good burgers, you go to Burger King. Not Burger King, God.
They got some of those too.
Gosh. Hurricanes. Not Burger King. It's rough. So that is the end of the video, and hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a zippity-doo-dah day.